Why is it that for so many Christians, the biggest sin that someone who calls themselves a Christian can commit is obeying God's commandments? Have you ever noticed how these people use God's grace as a crutch for their own sins? And they constantly use false humility and talk about how unworthy they are and all this. And then when you say that you keep the commandments or you obey God or you need to you need to actually have a showing for the fact that you're saved. You need to perform evidence, right? Then they get really defensive and angry and they say you're boasting about your works and your righteousness. But the reason they do that is because they're caught and they know it, because they realize deep down that they're a bunch of hedonistic, lawless cowards and hypocrites, and true obedience is more offensive to them than any other religion or any sin, because to these people the worst sin a Christian can do is actually obey God's commandments. And it's just really ironic because they don't have a definition for sin. But the Bible gives us a definition of sin in 1 John chapter 3 verse 4. It says, "Sin is transgression of the law." So when you argue with these people, just remember that they're very ignorant and don't let them get you upset. And even if they talk really polished, they write academically and they use all these Bible weaving, which they don't understand. And even if they're a pastor, like, they're not a pastor in God's eyes. They're a pastor in their own eyes. They're wise in their own eyes. So just remember that. Don't let the antinomian, lawless, gatekeeping, lukewarm, wolves in sheep's clothing, snakes, one-eyed shepherds, hirelings bother you. All right. God bless.